Hey guys, Raid Zero AU, and welcome back to episode 9 of Empyrion Galactic Survival. Now, in this episode, it's all going to be about the small vessel. If you remember last time, we built the garage for the hover vessel and built this platform out here for our small vessel. At some stage, I may cover this over. I don't know. We'll see. I'll see if I. Chances are there'll probably be an update soon where I'm going to have to restart, so we'll see how we go. So for the small vessel, what are we going to need? We're going to need a small vessel starter. You're going to need a cockpit. I've gone with cockpit 4, I just like the look of it better. A generator. Fuel tank, I've gone with 2 just so there's a backup if one got taken out accidentally. Thrusters. I've gone with the armoured thrusters simply because I had them available and they're a bit more durable. But just a normal thruster you can use. You're going to need one going up, one going down, and then I'm using 2 at the back just for forward propulsion. A few directional thrusters, one on each side and one at the front, just to help manoeuvre. Oxygen tank. I've gone with 2 once again, just so I've got a bit of a backup there if one got damaged or destroyed. I've put an oxygen station on it because we're going up into space and we will be performing some activities outside the ship. It'll be useful to have an oxygen station to be able to recharge our oxygen. Going to need an RCS. You need that on all vessels. I've made some landing gear, haven't decided yet whether I'll actually put that on yet. I may not. It's more to do with, as it says, a device used for docking your small vessel to capital vessels. So we're nowhere near capital vessels and I'm not sure in this playthrough whether we'll get up to that. We'll see how we go. And I've made some Gatling guns. I'm putting 3 on it. You really only use 1 at a time, but if I put 3 on there and 1 gets taken out, then I've got another one to swap to, and your various blocks. So really that's what you need. So move the food out of there. Maybe move the sniper rifle out. We probably don't need that there at the moment. That just gives us an extra slot there. A few blocks and the cockpit. We'll start off like that. So first thing, like any building in this game, is you want to place your starter. And just let that settle down. Now this is 3 blocks wide and the cockpit is 2 blocks wide, as you can see there. So I'm just going to extend that out by another block just so I can center it more than anything, and just swap that round. Sometimes a little bit hard to get these positioned exactly as you would like, but that'll do. Now I'm not going to go overboard with this vessel. The idea is to just get a functional vessel up and running, so we can go up and get some Sathium ore in the asteroid belt. So I'm just going to extend this out, similar to what we did with the hover vessel. Alright, so just take this block out, and that block out. Just probably didn't need to take that one out, but anyway, first thing we're going to do is put in our thrusters. So we need 1 going down, and it can. That'll do. And we want 1 going up. Just put a block back in there. And we'll stick a block in there just for the sake of uniformity. So that's those. And what we'll do is we will put one there, so forward thrusters. Now, so I might look at the guns next, just to make sure I get them in the right places. So that one can go there. The same on the other side. That one can go there. And I'm thinking probably have one up on top here. Like that. So we've got our 3 guns. And then I'll just put a couple of blocks here. And we'll put our fuel tanks in. One on each side. You don't want them next to each other, just in case. If we're going for the backup system, then you definitely don't want them next to each other. Just like that. A couple of blocks in there. And down the front here, what we can do, if I can get it to do it, there we go. Turn those around. I'll just put one there, one on the other side. Need to make sure I don't go walking off the edge here. And we'll just round those off. In fact, I do need to bring that out just to make it look half decent, and then we're going to bring this down the side here. Now, see what I can do with this. And probably one more. It's not going to work, is it? Alright, going to have to those off. We're just going to take that down there. Most of this is just wasted space, really, to be honest. It's as I say, I'm not going to spend a huge amount of time on this. That can go like that, and yeah, that'll do. Do the same over this side. Just make sure I'm starting at the right spot. One, two, to remove that block. That's where we begin. Just do that. So how many do we go at? 1, 2, 3, 4. And we've gone out 1, 2, 3. We need one more. 4. That's it. And here we've gone 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just rotate that one around and fill it in. Yeah. And last but not least, that one in there. Alright, so that's our basic shape there. Now, put one of those in there, one of those in there. We will put our oxygen stations in. Not the oxygen station, oxygen tank. Put one in there. We'll put one on the other side. And then we need to put our generator in. So generator can go in there. Put our RCS in. Can go in there. And our directional thrusters, and want to put the oxygen station in. So the oxygen station I will just put at the back here, like so. And then we should be able to use these, and what we'll do, rotate it. Take it to there. And the same on this side. Take that one out. Take that one out. And round that one off. And we'll round that one off. So, yeah, that'll do. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it should be functional. I've got room out here as well that later on, if I want to put some rocket launchers or something on there, I can do that. Or even some turrets or something if we get turrets for a small vehicle. Now the other thing we need to put in is our thrusters, directional thrusters. So where am I going to put those? The edge of the wings, maybe. No, I think I'll put them here. There. And one here. And one last one needs to go at the front. Now, unfortunately, there's not much choice I have here. It's going to be off center, but it'll do. Oh, don't hit that. I'll make sure I'm hitting the right thing. I knew that was going to happen. No, that's the one I want. Fix that one up. Oh. Right. That should be everything we need. But I do want to replace... I'm not going to put the landing gear on at the moment. I do want to replace that Gatling gun. There's that one. Just let that build. In the meantime, we'll go put some oxygen in. Got plenty of fuel on me. And if I use that, well, obviously, if I use that and it's got power, it will. It will recharge my oxygen. But the other thing is that you also use oxygen while you're in the cockpit. All these cockpits are vacuum sealed, so you have to use oxygen in there. It's the same with the hover vessel, that you do use a bit of oxygen in there, and you'll use up some of your oxygen supply. So we'll just put this Gatling gun on, and then we can take it for a spin. After I get it the same as this one. Yep. Just doubted myself for a moment there. Alright. So, hopefully, this thing should fly. So once again, it's same as the hover vessel. You just go to the cockpit and press T. I always go to third person view, just so I can see. Y to power on. There we go. Space to increase altitude. C to decrease altitude. There we go. And then you can use the mouse as well once you're flying. So it actually doesn't fly too bad. And then you'll see there up on the toolbar you've got access to your 3 weapons. So the main one I'm firing. Oh, actually it is firing all 3. So sorry, my bad. I figured because you've only selected one up the top there that it probably only fires one at a time. So Q and E does some rolling if you need to roll, so you can roll either way, which comes in handy, especially during atmospheric flight and when you're lining up for landing and things like that. So I'll bring it down. I'll see if I can land this thing. Oh, try not to crash into the ground. And we'll just slowly bring it in. Where are you shooting at? Right, level it off. Slowly bring it down. Power off. And there we have it. Maybe I should put those landing gears on. Oh, what's happened here? All of a sudden, why have I lost all that power? These lights should be working. Nothing's working. Should have plenty of power. I'll just flip that off. Turn it back on. There we go. Just a bug. Just a bug. Thankfully. So, trying to work out 3, 4, 5, 6. Might just make myself one more landing thing. And we'll look at putting the landing gear on it. So normally, easiest way to do this would be power it on, lift it up, exit. Right, so want that. Want it there or there? Might put it there and there. One there and one there. That's fairly uniform. But turn my jetpack on. Whoop! I should be able to get in it again. Alright. Just go to external view and go power off, exit. There we go. Now I'll put 2 at the front just to make sure it doesn't overbalance or anything like that. It just makes it a bit more stable. Well, you'll notice there that because I've used the way the blocks work in this, I think I've discussed it before, but because I've got those curves on the front, these don't actually connect. So I think what I'll do, and I'll do it off camera, basically I'll probably take those off and just move them 1 block back, just so that it's on the square block, just make it look a bit nicer. As you can see, the back ones are fine. So there you go, that's our small vessel ready to go exploring. So hope you've enjoyed what you've watched in this video. If you have, please leave a like, and in the next episode we'll take this baby out for a spin and see if we can't find ourselves some Sathium ore. Alright, so thank you very much for watching. This is Raid 0 AU signing out.